Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you all are fantastic. In this video, I'll explain how to create the metric events, or you can say how to configure the new custom alerts in the Dynatrace. So before starting the actual content, if you are visiting my channel for the first time, kindly subscribe and also click on the bell icon. For now, let's start. To create the new metric events, we should go into settings. So go to apps. Here you type settings and then go for setting classic. Okay, this particular screen you will get. Inside settings, you should go for anomaly detection. Here is that option, anomaly detection. Let me expand it and you will find all the free configured setup here. Like if you go to the web application, you will get all the free configured alert information. For mobile apps, you will get here. For custom apps, for custom crash rate increase, database service, so many things are already there here by default. In case of infrastructure also, host related, disk edge related, already configured. Okay, but our interested part is metric event. So you want to configure something new. For that, you should take use of metric event option. So let me go to that option, metric events. Okay, and here you will create the new metric events. To create new one, you will find an option called add metric event. So simply click on that and scroll little down. Provide the name to this metric event. For example, I'll mention it as CPU usage monitoring. Okay, usage monitoring. Then scroll down. In query definition, and particularly in case of types, there are two things. One is metric key and another one is the metric selector. So we already covered how it works with the help of metric key. For this video, we are more interested in the metric selector part. So I will take metric selector now, and here you need to provide the proper selector information. If you don't know anything, you can type CPU. It will display whatever is available with respect to CPU. Okay, we are interested in the CPU usage in terms of percentage. So something should be there. You can see it built-in host dot CPU usage. So this one we can take it here. Still, if you are not aware how to provide the metric selector information, don't worry. You can go to the search and type data explorer classic. Okay, and from that also you can get your selector information. Let me show you that how it works. Right, so this particular screen will get, and here you can select the metric information. For example, I'm working with CPU. Here also there are high level like CPU means definitely it will come under host. You can click on host. It will show the data whatever is available with respect to host. If you're working with database, then click on database. It will show the metric associated with that. Okay. So since I have selected host, you are able to see host related metrics here. I am interested in the CPU usage part, so I'll simply click on that. And of course, if you want to make any modification like filtering, that is also possible. For example, here you can select split by host, and on top of that, if you want to do any filter by like host and then name. Okay, so there are two servers currently I'm monitoring in my environment. In case of real-time environment, here you may get hundreds or thousands of servers. So in that, whatever the servers you want, you can add it here based on certain condition, or if you have the less number, you can provide or you can select one by one. So since I have only two servers, to demonstrate what I will do, I'll select this particular server only. Okay, and then you can click on advanced mode. Yeah, your query is ready. I mean your selector is ready. You can take use of the selector in the metric event. And of course, if you want to make any modification, you can do that. For example, this limit that is not required for us. We are not limiting the value for 20 servers. What that limit indicates, if you are not aware about all those things, I have already covered in the DQL section. If you are not seen, you can go ahead and watch that video. Okay, limit 20 clearly indicates show me only 20 data, nothing else, not more than 20. If you mention limit 30, it will show the data 30. Okay, but we want everything, right? We are not restricting to 20, so I'll just remove that part and I'll copy this entire thing. And then I'll go to this setting classic and I'll provide the matrix selector information here. Hope you got right how you can deal with matrix selector. If you want to learn more about that, simply click on this option. So it will take into the documentation and you can read over there to write this particular thing. Okay, and of course, as I said, you can take use of this data explorer also to get the same thing, right? Suppose I'll tell one more thing. So in some situations, as I said, you may get multiple servers need to be added here. So let me do one thing. I'll add two servers here. Instead of one server, I will add two servers. So again, I'll give a host name and I'll select this one. If I go to the advanced mode, it will show two server information here. You can see that this is my first server and this is my second server. Okay. Likewise, you can make so many changes here. Instead of equals, you can type contains and then give some data over here. Instead of complete name, you just give this much. Still it will take because we are given the condition contains. So that's what I'm telling. You can use the this particular selector however you want. You can give particular server name or by using the contents you can get the list of servers. So depending on the need it is. Okay. For now, what I will do, I will not make any much of the complication here. Otherwise, it will be confusing for you guys. So yeah, I'll just remove this part and again I'll copy this and I'll go to setting classic and I'll provide here. So totally we are going to monitor the CPU usage for these two servers. If 100 servers, then you can take use of the contents and give some common value. Then it will display everything. Okay, hope you understood. Suppose if you are still not understanding about contents part, let me know in the comment section. I'll explain that also with another example. And then comes management zone. If you have anything, you can select here. So since it is a demo environment, I have not created any management zone over here. Then comes important part, that is monitoring strategies. So model type, there are different options like static, auto adaptive threshold or seasonal baseline. For example, I'll take static threshold and you can provide the value here. For example, here we are doing the CPU usage monitoring. If the CPU usage is greater than 85%, I want the alert, something like that. And of course, you can click on this use suggested thresholds. So Dynatrace will give automatically for you. But for now, what I will do, just to show how the alerts will looks like, I'll give very less value. For example, I'll give 2%. Okay, just 2%. Definitely the server CPU is more than that, and we should definitely get an alert. And here we are setting into percent in terms of percent. And then you can select this one, alert on missing data. This is also important. And then comes alert condition, whether we want the alert if the metric is above X% or below X%. In our condition, we are setting if the metric is above X%, means above 2%, we want to alert. So I will take first option, right? And of course, you can provide any advanced model properties as well. For example, by default, now it is giving the violating samples as 3 and sliding window as 5 and de-alerting sample as 5. Okay, so I'll not touch anything here. Then I will provide the title here. To start the title, you can put this open flower bucket and you can provide the things here. For example, I'll select entity name and of course I'll select metric name as well, and I'll mention CPU, right, usage monitoring. And description also you can provide according to your need. And then comes event type. So you need to mention here what type of event it is. Is it custom alert or availability related, error, info, So many things are here. I will select it as custom alert. And yeah, we are done with creation. Now I will go ahead and click on save changes. So with the help of this, we have created one metric event where we have taken use of the concept called entity selector. So that's the main important point here, how to select this metric entity selector. So if you are know how to write it from this particular screen itself, you can write. And if you want to take use of this data explorer classic, yes, you can go ahead and use up that also. Okay. So if we wait for a few seconds, now we will get a CPU usage alert because we set the threshold value as very minimal, 2%. Definitely we should get an alert. So for now, what I will do, I'll go to problems. Before that, you can click on this show in Explorer and you can see the data here as well, so that you can understand what all are crossing our threshold. Like we have set the threshold as 2%. So here we'll understand what are the component crossed 2% value. Okay. Yeah. So one is 0.99%, another one is 3%. So it means one is clearly crossing 2%. I'll make it as a table so that it looks better. Okay. Yeah. So one is 0.3%, another one is 6.65. So we should get a CPU usage alert for this particular server, right? So in case of real environment, it will not be like this. It will be 85, 90%, something like that. Just to demonstrate how the metric event works, I have kept it very minimal. Okay. So now I'll go to the problem section and we can verify whether our new problem is created or not. So in the problem section, let me see the count. Yeah, so one more problem is triggered. Let me expand what it is. Yeah, this is the one. Whatever we are given, the same thing is coming now. This is the server name, and then this is the metric name, right? CPU usage we are using, and then after that we have provided the name as CPU usage monitoring. From that only it has created this particular name. So let me show you that one more time. I'll go to the setting classic. I'll scroll down. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Entity name is server name, metric name is CPU usage, and after that whatever the keyword I have given here, same thing is coming. Hope it is matching correctly, right? So this is how the entity selector works in the Dynatrace. So you can go to that particular problem and you can work on that. What exactly happened? So it is showing one event and what exactly it is, here it is. The CPU usage percentage value was above the normal behavior because we have set it for only 2%. So because of that only it triggered the problem. So yeah, if you have any other confusions with respect to metric events, let me know in the comment section. I can try to help you. And thank you so much for watching till the end. And bye for now.